Hello students, I hope you are all well. Okay, today we are going to start with the next part of the chapter, multiplication of algebraic expression. Okay, we already know how to do multiply. See, suppose I am multiplying 2 with 2. So what happens is 4. Okay, I can rewrite 4 in the form of exponents as 2 to the power 2. Why to the power 2? Because there were two 2's. Okay, let's see 3. If I am multiplying 3 into 3 into 3, that is 3 3s are 9 into 3, that is 27. Okay, or in the exponents form I can write it as 3 to the power 3 because there were 3 3's. Okay, suppose I wanted to multiply 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, what would have happened? 81, or I could say that 3 to the power 4. Okay, so what is happening here is there are 4 3's, so I take the base as the most basic prime number and to the power 4 because there were 4 3's. Okay, 3 to the power 4 means 3 is being multiplied with itself 4 times. Okay, same with the algebraic expression. If I say that I have a y square, so what does it mean? Y is being multiplied by 1. If I say that I have x square y cube, what does it mean? X is being multiplied with itself 2 times and y is being multiplied with itself 3 times. Okay, this means x square 2 times x and y cube 3 times y. Okay, so this is how I show you the expansion of normal variables, expansion of variables with powers. Okay, suppose I had a variable, I had a polynomial 9x cube y square. Okay, so how will I would have been writing it as, I would have been writing it as 3 square into, or I can say 3 into 3 into x into x into x into y into y. Okay, I factorize it and this is how I factorize it. Okay, see, you already know how to factorize 9. See, factor, you do the factor like this: 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, 3 and 3 are prime factors of 9. Okay, you already know how to do factorization of a number, of any real number. Okay, you can easily factorize it. Okay, now we are discussing how to factorize a variable and how do we multiply the variable. Without knowing its factorization, there is some difficulty in understanding the multiplication. Okay. So first topic, that the topic relevant to your multiplication is multiplication of monomial by monomial. Multiplication of monomial by another monomial. Okay, so we multiply monomial with another monomial. What was the monomial? Okay, monomial is a polynomial with one term. Only one term. Okay, so what does it mean for us? It means for us the polynomial that will be given to us will not have any plus or minus sign. The polynomial that we encounter here will not have any plus or minus sign. That is what monomial means, and we will multiply a monomial with another monomial. Okay, let us take some examples. I am taking the examples from your books itself. This is example number 1 on page number 91. Okay, we have to multiply 2x square y into, sorry, y cube into 3x cube y to the power 5. Okay, now in order to multiply, what we do is, in order to multiply two monomials, what we do is, first of all we multiply the constants. First of all we separate the constants and multiply them separately. I multiplied the constant. and that is multiplied by, next we separate the same type of variable. Okay, next we take x together, both x together, and then both y together. Okay, this is power 5, sorry. Okay, so see, for explanation purpose I am going to elaborate it more. Okay, once you understand it completely, you can skip unnecessary steps. Okay, for just for explanation purposes I am going to elaborate more. That means I am going to write more steps. Okay, once you understand the concept clearly, you can do the multiplication directly as well. Okay, so what I've done is, first of all I multiplied both the constants. Multiplication of both the constants will be 6. After that I will multiply variables of same types. I will multiply variables of same types. So this is x square and x cube. Okay, we had in exponents we learned that a to the power m into a to the power n. If the bases are same, then powers are added, m plus n. If the bases are same, then powers are added. Okay, so x base is same, powers will be added. Again for y, base are same, base is y, for both the case power should be added. So this will be 6 x to the power 5 y to the power 8. This will be your final answer. Okay, let's take one more example. This is 3 upon 5 x y square z to the power 4 x y square z to the power 4 into minus 2 upon 3 x square y z cube x square y z cube is multiplied with 5 upon 7 x square y cube z x square y cube z. Okay, so this is the question. This time we have to multiply 3 monomials. In earlier question we multiplied 2 monomials. This time we are multiplying 3 monomials. These are 3 monomials. So first of all we repeat the same procedure. We will separate the constant part. This is 3 upon 5 into minus 2 upon 3. Okay, we put on the bracket so that we understand that we are going to not subtract them, we are going to multiply the numbers. And next is 5 upon 7. Okay, after that what you do is you differentiate the x parts, x into x square into x square. Then we take another bracket for y, y square into y cube. Okay, multiplication is essentially different from addition. Okay, in addition, if we wanted to add 2 or more polynomials, we looked for same variable part. We looked for same variable part. What did we mean by same variable part? That if I want to add x to the power 4, then I need to have another variable, another polynomial that had x to the power 4. Okay, I could not add x and x to the power 4. But in multiplication that is not the case. I can multiply x square or y square y cube. It wouldn't matter. Okay, now for the constant part, 3 is cancelled out by 3, 5 is cancelled out by 5. Remaining is minus 2 upon 7. Okay, next is x into x square into x square. So this will be x to the power 1 plus 2 plus 2. This will be x to the power 1 plus 2 plus 2. And then y to the power 2 plus 1 plus 3. Then z to the power 4 plus 3 plus 1. Okay, so your final result will be minus 2 upon 7 x to the power 5 y to the power 6 and z to the power 8. Okay, So what we have done till now, we have understood how to multiply two numbers, how to multiply two polynomials. We have recalled the identity that we learned in exponents, powers and exponents. Identity was if base of two numbers is same and powers are different and the numbers are being multiplied, then what we do? We add the powers. In the same manner, if the base of two numbers are same and the numbers are being divided, then what we do? We subtract the power. We subtract the power of numerator from we subtract the power of denominator from numerator. Okay, these two identities that we are going to use. And one more thing, keep a note of this, any two polynomials can be multiplied, okay, but polynomials with the same variable part, but for the addition, polynomials with the same variable part, exactly same variable part, x is to be added or subtracted with x only. X cube is to be added or subtracted with x cube only. But for the multiplication, any two polynomial can be multiplied. Okay. So on the basis of this, we are going to attempt exercise 6.2. Okay. We'll start with question number 4. I will do some parts of question number 4. Rest of the part will be homework for you. Please listen carefully from now on. This is question number 4. Question number 1, 2, 3 are left to you. These are quite simple. You can easily do them. Okay. We'll start with question number 4. Question number 4 is multiplication of 3 or 4 polynomials. Okay. So I'll start with B part. B part of question number 4. You have to multiply 3x square. So students, if you want to, you can try the questions as I'm writing on the board. You can try at your home as well. As you are seeing the video, you can try the questions at your home also. Okay. So we have to multiply these three numbers. Okay. See, in this polynomial, I have taken the example. In this situation, we have three monomials. These are three monomials. But there is one problem. For the second monomial, there is no constant. For the second monomial, there is no constant. So what do we place in the what do we do in place of constant? We put in the value 1. Okay. If there is no constant, then it is 1. Okay. If there is no power, then the power is 1. Okay. So once again, minus 3 into 1 into minus 2 into, now the group of x square into x to the power 1 into x cube. Now group of y to the power 1 into y cube into y square. Okay. Now the powers are to be added. For the constant, we do simple multiplication. Minus 3 into minus 2. Minus 3 into minus 2 is plus 6. Okay. Negative, negative when multiply result to a positive. X to the power 2, x to the power 1, x to the power 3. 2 plus 1 plus 3. This will be 6. You can do this directly now. Y to the power 1, y to the power 3, y to the power 2. This is y to the power 6. So this is your final answer, plus 6, x to the power 6, y to the power 6. Okay. Let's start with C part, D part. D part is 1 upon 3 x y square z into 3 upon 4 x cube y z square into 16 x y z. Okay, let's start. First of all, we will differentiate the constant parts. 1 upon 3 into 3 upon 4 into 16. And then we will differentiate x to the power 1 into x cube into x to the power 1 into y square into y to the power 1 into y to the power 1. And finally z to the power 1 into z square into z to the power 1. Okay. First of all, we will see about the constant. 3 is cancelled out by 3 and 4 4 is 16. So constant part of the final result is 4. X x to the power 1 plus 3 4, 4 plus 1 5, x to the power 5. Okay, one more thing students, some of you have been writing x to the power 5 as x5. Okay, this is incorrect. You put the power of a number at its top, on the right hand side of its top. Okay, you do not put along with the number, you do not put power along with the number, you put it on the right hand side of its top. Okay, this was done in some students copy, I didn't like it, I crossed it. Next is y to the power 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4, and finally z 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 1 4. So your final answer is y, x to the power 5, y to the power 4, and z to the power 4. Okay. Next is f part. F part is, this time we have 4 monomials. 2x square y square into minus 3y square z square into 1 upon 4 z square x square into minus 4 x y z. Okay. One thing that you need to see here is, for all the polynomials, there is the variables used here are x, y and z, but x, y and z, all three are not present in all of the polynomials. Only in the fourth polynomial all three x, y, z is present. In first polynomial there is no z, in second polynomial there is no x, in third polynomial there is no y. Okay, so we have to take it into consideration when we are going to solve this question. Okay, so first of all, once again we will write down constant all together. 2 into minus 3 into 1 by 4 into minus 4. This is our bracket for constant. Now second bracket we will make for x. This is x square, second term do not have any x, then we don't write any term, then third term x square, and then finally x to the power 1. Then we take the group of y, we have y square in the first term, y square in the second term, there is no y in the third term, and in fourth term we have y. And finally we talk about z, there is no z in first term, then in second term this is z square, then in third term this is z square, and final term this is z. Okay. Now we talk about the constant, 4 and 4 are cancels, so this is minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 3 will be plus 3, plus 3 into 2 will be 6. 6 into x square into x square into x to the power 1. This will be x to the power 5. Y square, y to the power 1. This will be y to the power 5. Z square, z to the power 1. This will be z to the power 5. Okay, so this will be your final answer. Get it? In this manner, you can also multiply any 5 monomials, 6 monomials, 8 monomials, it doesn't matter. Okay. Once you get the basic of the multiplication, that constant is to be multiplied with the constant, and variables of same type are to be multiplied, or you can say the power of variables of same type are to be added. Okay, powers of variables of same type are to be added. Okay, now let's see question number 5. Okay, once again question number 5 have 2 parts. I'm going to do one part for you, another part will be your homework. Okay, whatever the question whatever the question I'm doing are to be done in your class of copy, and whatever the question I'm leaving are to be done in your homework copy. Okay, along with the examples. The examples that I have discussed are to be done in your class of copy. There is no need to do example in your homework copy. Question number 5. Question number 5 is, I'm going to write down the question. If some of you still do not have the book, they can refer it from here. The product, find the product and verify the result for x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 2. Okay, first of all, for the given polynomial, polynomials are, a part is given to us as 3x square y into 5x y square into 2xy, and second part, b part is given to us as minus 3x square y cube, sorry, x cube y cube into minus 2x y square into 15xy. Okay, this is the first part, this is the second part. Okay, we have to verify the result for both the parts. I'm going to do the second part, first one I've left to you. So I'm going to do b part. We have to multiply this polynomial, so I will write it as minus 3x cube y cube into minus 2x y square into 15xy. Okay, so let's see the multiplication. How do we move on from it? We will multiply it as, first of all, we'll group the constants, minus 3 into minus 2 into 15. Then we will talk about x to the power 3 into x to the power 1 into x to the power 1. Then we will talk about y. Y is y cube into y square into 1. Okay, so this will be minus 3 into minus 2, that is plus 6, and 15 6 is 90. Okay, next is x to the power 3 plus 2 5, and y to the power 6. Okay, so what you get is, you get the result of minus 3x cube y cube into minus 2x y square into 15xy. You get the result of this as 90x to the power 5 y to the power 6. Okay, so we get the multiplication. We have completed the first part of the question. Find the product. We have find out the product of all these three polynomials. Next, what the question is asking is, verify the result for x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 2. Now we have to verify the result as well by putting x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 2. How will we do that? We will verify the result separately for LHS and RHS. This is the left hand side. This is the LHS part, left hand side. This is the RHS part. So in LHS and RHS, separately we are going to put in the value of x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 2, and then we will find out the answer. So how will we write it? We will first of all write down LHS. LHS is minus 3x cube y cube into minus 2x y square into 15xy. Okay, now we have to put at x is equals to 1. In place of x we are going to write 1, and y is equals to 2. In place of y we are going to write 2. So let's see what happens. So LHS will become minus 3. In place of x we will write 1 into minus 2. In place of x 1 into 15 in place of x1, and in place of y we are going to write 2 cube in place of y, 2 square in place of y 2. Okay, now we have to simplify the powers. This is minus 3 into 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8 into minus 2, 1 is 1 into 2 square is 4 into 15 into 2. Okay, so let's see, this will become minus 3 into 15. Let's see, 15 2s are 30, 2 4s are 8. This will be minus 8, and the first term will be 3 8s are 24 minus 24. Okay, so I get 576. Let's see. 3 is 24, 24 square. We have to determine 24 into 24. Yeah, 576. This is 576. Okay. So once you multiplied all these three numbers, you will get plus 576. Okay. So the value of LHS that we get, the value of LHS that we got is 576. Now we have to apply the same procedure to RHS. This time we have to apply the same procedure to RHS. So let me bring down RHS. RHS is 90 x to the power 5 y to the power 6. Okay. Now we will write down RHS is equals to 90 x to the power 5 y to the power 6. Okay. So same, at x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 2, we are going to put the value of x as 1 and value of y as 2. So this time this will be RHS is equals to 90 into 1 to the power 5 into y, that is 2 to the power 6. Okay. This will be 90 into 1 to the power 5 is 1, 2 to the power 6 is 2 to the power 6 is 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 to the 32, 32 to the 64. This will be 64. Okay. Once we multiplied, 9 4 is 36, 9 6 is 54. 5760. Let me make a correction over here as well. This was 5760. I did not count on 0. The answer for both RHS and LHS that we received here is answer for both LHS and RHS is same. So finally we are going to write down it as, since RHS is equals to, since LHS left hand side and RHS right hand side are both equal to 5760, since left hand side and right hand side are both equal to 5760, hence verified. We have verified the multiplication. Okay. How do we have verified the multiplication? We did the multiplication, we put in some values of x and y, and we found out that before and after the multiplication, if we put on the constant, the answers are same. Okay. In this manner, you have to also do A part. Next is question number 6. Question number 6 you have to do in your homework copy as well. Okay. I will discuss it here, but you have to do it in your homework copy as well. Find minus 2 x square y cube z to the power 4 into minus 2 x square y cube z to the power 4. Okay, so it is quite simple. What you do is first you multiply both the constant parts. I am doing it bit directly. Okay, then what you do is you multiply x, then what you do is you multiply y's and then z's, okay. So this will be 4 x to the power 4 y to the power 6 z to the power 8. Okay, you can also see that both the terms are same. You can also see that both the polynomials that we are multiplying are exactly same. So what we are doing is we are simply doing the square of each term. You can also see that as, alternatively you can also try it as minus 2 x square y cube z4 whole square. Okay, the answer will be same. Okay, this is question based on your observation. You can try it with either of the method. You can try first method or second method. Okay, that will be up to you, but the question is relevant because it gives you the observation about whole square. there can be square of, you have already learned about square of real numbers. You have already learned about the square of positive 2 minus negative 2 positive 36 negative 36. You know how to find out their square. Okay, what happening here is you are finding out the square of an algebraic expression. Okay, so as in the real number, in the algebraic expression also, the square of an algebraic expression is always positive. As in the square of the real number, the square of an algebraic expression is always positive. Okay, next is question number 7. Once again, question number 7, there are two parts. I'm going to discuss one part, another one is to be done by you. Question number 7, I'm writing down the question first. Find the area of a rectangle whose dimensions are okay, what do we mean by dimension? One of the term that will be given to us will be length, another term that will be given to us will be breadth. Okay, for any rectangle, this is a rectangle, there are two dimensions, one is breadth, another one is length. If you multiply both the dimensions, you will get the area of the rectangle. Okay, area of a rectangle is length into breadth. I hope you remember it. A part is, one of the dimension is 4ab square, another of the dimensions is 3a square b units. Okay, because we are studying algebraic expression, so you can't be given units in centimeter, kilometer as such. Okay, so in place of those centimeter, kilometer, meter, we are writing down units. And b part, 2xy, this is the first dimension, and another dimension is 5x y square units. Okay, once again what we have to do is we have to multiply. So I'm doing the b part. Area is equals to L into b. I suppose L is the first term and b is the second term. Okay, I multiply constant with constant, so 5 into 2 is 10. Multiply variable x to variable x, this will be x square. Multiplying variable y to variable y square, this will be x cube u square units. This is your final answer. Y square units, because suppose I ask you what will be the area of a square whose side is 4 centimeter. What you will do is you will write it as 4 into 4 is equals to 16 centimeter square. Okay, this is the unit of area. Okay, square units, square centimeter, square meter, square kilometer, that is the unit of the area. That is why I have put in square units. Okay, I could not write it as unit, I cannot write it as unit square. That is incorrect. I write it as square units, SQ dot units. Okay, in the same manner you can do the first part as well, quite easy. Next is question number 8. Question number 8 is, find the volume of a rectangular box So when we say rectangular box, we are talking about cuboid. Whose dimensions are okay, once again there are two parts. I am going to take b part only. A part is 2p 4q 8r. Let's take this part. And b part is 5a 3a square 7a cube units. This time let us take a part. Okay, so a part is, we have to find out the volume. So for a cuboid, we know volume is L into breadth into height, length into breadth into height, that is LBH. LBH is the volume of cuboid. Okay, so first one let it be L, second one be breadth, and third one be height. Okay, so this will be 2 into 4 8, 8 8s are 64, and P Q R as it is. There is no repeated P, no repeated Q, no repeated R, so we write down P Q R as it is, cubic units. Cubic units, okay, because unit of volume is meter cube, centimeter cube, kilometer cube, and as such, so that is why cubic units. Okay, so that is the exercise 6.2. In next lecture we are going to discuss about multiplication of polynomial with monomial, that is multiplication of a monomial with more than one term polynomial. Okay, that we will discuss about in the next exercise, exercise 6.3. Okay, so that's all for now. Thank you for your time.